This is Umar for BoxNation. Just speaking to Sol Dacres off camera. It's weigh-in day, and the beauty about being a heavyweight is you're not like everyone else in the hotel who's struggling at the moment.
I'm the only one smiling, I think, not looking like a zombie. You know what I mean? Walking around, I'm nice.
Well, look, unfortunately, David Adelaide won't be in the ring with you tomorrow night. But look, you'd admit yourself you weren't at your best at peak Sol Dacres against Webster, and you're going with him again tomorrow night. So we're going to see a much more clinical job on him.
Should definitely do. You know, the hard work I've been putting in, the proper preparation. I'm just fit to box. Before I wasn't. It was late notice. I wasn't really fit to box. You know what I mean? A 10-round title fight, but I just got in there and just put it all on the line and scraped through it. To be honest. But you know, you'll see the difference now. You know, all the hard work. You know, I've lost a bit of weight. It's not like I'm usually carrying it, but I was a little bit overweight last time. I didn't need to lose weight from what I normally am, but I was just a bit heavier because I hadn't had the time to just get myself fight ready last time. Now I'm at my good weight that I should be, sharp and everything. Should pay off in the ring.
No, when you speak to someone who's had a loss and then they go in a rematch, it's like, put that wrong right. And obviously it's not the case for yourself because you won the fight, but in a different way, it's kind of putting that wrong right, if you know what I'm saying.
Still there because, you know, I want to show that, you know, I want to go all the way in this game, and you know, I'll keep myself to my own highest standards. So, you know, every fight I'm looking at what my own weaknesses are. You know, if I'm winning every round, knocking them out, whatever, I'm still looking at what I need to improve on, regardless. So every single fight is a test for how much I got to improve, and the last one was really showing me, you know, what I've got to brush up on.
Well, at least there is something on the line for you tomorrow night in terms of that. But it is a shame that we don't get the fight with Adelaide now, at least, because, it really added something to this card. Everyone likes a domestic heavyweight clash, and you know, Adelaide's coming off that loss to Fabio Wardley, so there was something in it for him, something in it for you. But you seemed quite frustrated about the situation yesterday in the press conference. Yeah,
because what it is with that, obviously we've had multiple fight dates for this fight. You know, it's been going on all year, and we've actually waited. We could have boxed in March, where he's originally supposed to be, and our team has waited for David Adelaide. Said they said he's not ready in March. We will wait and not fight, and we will wait for him to be ready. So we've waited for him to be ready again. You know, 6 months down the line, and then he pulls out. So, like I said, man, it's not like I don't really think all this time he's had for this fight to have an injury the week before, 2 weeks before. It's just a bit fishy, man.
Do you know what the injury is?
No, I don't think there is an injury. I don't know if there is. Then it could be. You know, things happen in boxing. You know, freak injuries. But all the signs leading up to this show that he didn't want to fight.
Well, your team in SJAM not sent any sort of medical reports on him?
Nah, nothing, man. You know, heard he was training the other week and that fine. Next thing you know, fight's off. So I don't know, man. I just don't know.
Speaking to Frank yesterday, just was on the phone. It was off camera, off record, but I'm sure he won't mind me saying he's expressed interest in doing that fight again, rescheduling it again. Do you entertain it?
Well, I've waited that long. I thought if the fight was going to happen, we would have had this on. We've had like three dates where we could have had this on, and it's not happened, and I've been ready the whole time. So I don't want to waste time in my career, waste my life waiting for him again, and then he pulls out again. So I don't know, man. Unless someone can guarantee me he's going to be in the ring, or Frank says, right, if he doesn't box, you're going to get a full purse guaranteed. That's the only way I'd take it, because there's no guarantees he's getting in there, man. It would have happened by now. So multiple opportunities.
If it did happen tomorrow night, what happens with you and David Adelaide?
I would have been putting on a clinical performance in there. And, you know, that's what I think they know as well, that they would have been up against it, especially coming off a loss, and 2 losses in a row for him would have been, you know, it would have put him right down the bottom of the pecking order. So that's what I would have expected.
So if everything goes well tomorrow night, in your opinion, when everything goes well tomorrow night, regardless of the Adelaide situation, what's your path and trajectory now?
Yeah, I'm still looking at getting the British title. You know, I'm English champion. This is like my 3rd fight for the English title. I want to go for the British title, you know what I mean? It's just the progression. It's what you want to do in boxing. I want to go for bigger titles. So, you know, what else would I want to do? Then go for the British title, then go on from there. So British title is my next goal.
You'd imagine Fabio and Fraser are going to have that rematch.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's still other heavyweights there. Queensbury and Matchroom working together, so there's the Johnny Fisher fight on the table. Look, Queensbury have got Moses Atalma. Now, I know people aren't sort of queuing up to fight Moses Atalma. Is that someone you'd entertain, sir?
I'll fight anyone. You know, we're on different paths. You know, he's young. He's still got to get his experience in the pro game. Obviously, he's touted to do big things. You know, and I'm still looking forward to the British title. I think that can be a big fight that will happen for something. You know, a big title in the future. You know, if it was for a title, whatever, I'll fight anybody. I'm not bothered. But you know, at the minute, he's just building himself up against the journeyman and getting the rounds in. I'm looking at bigger titles. You know, the winner of the British title fight. I want to go that way. You know, we might meet at some point, but whatever.
Maybe for a world title one day, you and
That's
Moses.
what I mean. It could be anything. You know what I mean? It's no problem.
Okay. Is your boy Joe Joyce going to do it against Derek tomorrow?
Yeah,
next Saturday night?
I believe so. I think Joyce still got plenty in the tank for Chisora. I think Chisora's he's gonna hit him probably with overhand big shots and that. But I think Joyce is still. I think his chin's still solid enough. You know what I mean? The shots he got done by Zhang. You know, Zhang is big puncher. They're putting anyone over. And I think Joyce still got enough to take care of Chisora.
Lastly, I do want to get your opinion on one of the biggest fights British boxing seen in a long time. A lot of people dismissing Daniel Dubois against Anthony Joshua. How do you read it?
Do you know what? It's a tough fight for both. You know, Dubois is a big puncher and he's a good boxer. You know what? He's got good distance, good timing. He's got an exceptional jab. And you know, it's one Joshua's been in there with him before and knows a bit about Dubois. So they might be a little bit cagey early, you know, because they know like a couple of mistakes and a couple of big shots landing, it can change the whole fight, you know what I mean? They're both big punchers. So you know what? It's not going to be a one-sided thing.
Have you sparred Daniel?
Yeah, I've sparred both of them many rounds with Daniel. Yeah. He's a good boxer, very strong, very hard hitter. Probably one of the heaviest hitters. They're probably two of the heaviest hitters. You know, I've been in with everyone. Very footing puncher, Dubois. But do you know what? Don't be surprised. It's probably going to be one of them. It's probably going to be quite close. They're going to be looking at the jabs and stuff like that until it'll probably switch. There'll be probably a moment where someone gets connected and it might be a big swing then. But I think up until that point, it's going to be like a little bit close.
As you sparred both, could you describe their power? You said two of the heaviest hitters you've been with, but is it a different power they both carry?
Kind of. Dubois is more of a footing puncher. One punch, like his jab's solid. You know, he's sort of like boom, boom. But Josh is a bit more explosive. Puts them together, a bit more sharpness between them. Still heavy hitter. Dubois is a bit more footing. Josh is a bit more explosive. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to describe, but they're both heavy hitters.
Do you think it's a case of who lands first or not?
Not only who lands first, but who can stand up to the power first. You know, if someone takes a good shot, but they can ride it quite well, and you know, let's see how they weather the storm. Maybe it's probably going to be a lot on the toughness and heart as well.
Okay, so I appreciate your time. Not long to go now, so you get your rematch tomorrow night with Webster, and then let's see what the future brings for yourself.
Let's just get tomorrow night. That's the main focus, man. Everything's on tomorrow night for me.
So best of luck tomorrow night. We'll speak after the fight.
Nice one.
God bless.